In a small town, there lived a boy named Rohan. He was intelligent, hardworking, and had big dreams. However, Rohan had one habit that often got him into trouble. He talked too much about his plans. Whenever he learned something new or set a goal, he couldn't keep it to himself. He would tell everyone, from friends and family to teachers, hoping that sharing his ambitions would give him more motivation. His friends admired his ideas, his family was proud of his ambitions, and his teachers often encouraged him. But despite all his talk about dreams, Rohan struggled to achieve success. He set many goals, but often failed to accomplish them. One day, while visiting the town's temple, Rohan met a wise master named Guruji. The old master had observed him for a long time and asked, "You always talk about your dreams, but have you achieved them yet?" Rohan hesitated, realizing that he hadn't truly accomplished anything significant. Guruji smiled and said, "Let me tell you a story. It will help you understand why you haven't succeeded." Rohan listened carefully, unaware that this conversation would change his life forever. Long ago, in a small village, there was a farmer named Dev. He was poor but extremely hardworking. Dev had a big dream, to own a vast farm filled with crops. Every day, he worked tirelessly, saving every penny to slowly turn his dream into reality. However, Dev had one important rule. He never spoke about his plans to anyone. When villagers asked, "Why are you working so hard?" Dev simply smiled and said, "You'll see when the time is right." Years passed, and Dev gradually bought small pieces of land, planted crops, and expanded his farm. He built a beautiful house, surprising everyone. When the villagers finally realized his success, they were astonished. An old friend visited and asked, "Why didn't you ever share your plans with anyone?" Dev smiled and replied, "When people talk too much about their dreams, two things happen. First, they can be discouraged by others, because not everyone wants them to succeed. Second, by speaking too much, they feel as if they've already achieved something, which reduces their motivation to act. Words are like arrows. Once released, they cannot be taken back. That's why I chose to let my success speak for itself." Hearing this story, Rohan fell into deep thought. He began to realize why he had never truly achieved his goals. After listening to Dev's story, Rohan reflected on his own actions. He realized that he had wasted too much time talking about his dreams instead of actually working toward them. Guruji looked at Rohan and said, "My son, when you talk too much about your goals, two things happen. First, not everyone will support you. Some people may feel jealous or try to discourage you. Second, when you constantly talk about your plans, your mind tricks you into feeling as if you've already achieved something, reducing your motivation to work hard. Remember, silence is powerful. Let your actions speak for you." Rohan nodded, determined to change himself. From that day on, he stopped sharing his personal plans with everyone. Instead of talking about his dreams, he focused on achieving them. He studied harder, set goals, and quietly worked toward them. As time passed, Rohan started noticing a difference. He accomplished more, felt more confident, and no longer needed external validation. When the final exams arrived, Rohan gave his best effort. When the results were announced, he had topped the school, leaving his friends and teachers astonished. When someone asked, "How did you achieve this success?" Rohan simply smiled and recalled Guruji's words, "Be silent and work. Success will speak for you." Years later, Rohan became a successful entrepreneur, inspiring many people. He had proven that silence and action are the true keys to success. From that day on, Rohan completely changed his approach to life. He no longer boasted about his dreams or told everyone about his future plans. Instead, he focused on action. Every day, he studied diligently, worked persistently, and dedicated himself to his goals. Gradually, Rohan noticed the difference. He was no longer distracted by praise or the need for recognition. By staying silent, he had more energy to work and achieve better results. No one knew what he was striving for, but people started noticing his remarkable progress. Time passed, and the final exams arrived. Rohan said nothing to anyone. He simply studied quietly and did his best. When the results were announced, everyone was shocked. Rohan had topped the entire school. His friends were amazed, his teachers were proud, and his family couldn't believe his transformation. Everyone wanted to know his secret. A friend asked, "Rohan, how did you change and achieve such great success?" Rohan simply smiled and remembered Guruji's words, "Let success speak instead of words. Speak less, work more, and let the results show." Years later, Rohan became a successful entrepreneur, inspiring many. His story proved that silence, hard work, and persistence are the shortest paths to success. As the years passed, Rohan was no longer the boy who constantly boasted about his dreams. He had grown into a successful entrepreneur. What he learned from Guruji not only helped him achieve success, but also became his life philosophy. Let your actions speak instead of your words. Now, looking back, Rohan realized that the greatest lesson in his life was the power of silence. As a child, he believed that sharing his plans would give him more motivation, but in reality, it only scattered his energy and weakened his determination. Only when he learned to work in silence, focusing on action, was he able to achieve great things. Rohan's story became an inspiration for many. When invited to speak at events, he never talked about his ambitions or future plans. Instead, he shared the most valuable lesson he had learned. Speak less, work more, and success will come. People admired Rohan for his calm and determined nature. He didn't need to boast or prove himself through words. His achievements spoke for themselves. He understood that sometimes silence is the most powerful weapon, helping people protect their dreams and achieve true success. And so, Rohan continued his journey, constantly striving for more, until one day, the world spoke about him, without him having to say a single word. Underscore 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 underscore. This version maintains the essence and meaning of the original while ensuring clarity and fluency in English. Let me know if you need any refinements. Smiling face with smiling eyes.